Hi guys, it's Megan, and I just wanted to welcome you to my new channel. I had an old one previously, but now I'm starting a new one, so hello and welcome. And today I just wanted to do a college beauty tips video. I'm entering my third year of college, and I'm actually going to be a senior this year, and I'll be graduating in May 2017. So that being said, I've lived in the dorms and off campus, and I've kind of learned a few tricks of the trade on how to maximize your space, especially when it comes to beauty items, because I know that I have a lot of them, and so you're probably in the same boat, and there's just some things I've learned to kind of help ease through the college process. So tip number one is to buy backups of things that you find that you go through a lot or more frequently than a semester. And a semester is typically 16 weeks, so say shampoo, conditioner, foundation, concealer, chapstick, lip gloss, your favorite, like anything like that you would die without, or you absolutely need, deodorant, those kind of things. Just make sure you bring an extra one, especially if you find that you go through it every month. Then buy some more. Like for me, body lotion was definitely a thing. I always had to make sure that I brought a few of those with me. The next thing is to clean things out before you go. So while you also want backups of things that you use, you also want to get rid of things that you don't, because what's the point of bringing 87 lipsticks to college if you only wear 7? So there's no point, because you're not going to have the space to store random excess things that you're not going to use. So there's no point to bring them. So clean them out before you go, before you start packing. You don't want to have them all packed and get there and be like, hey mom, I don't have room for this, can you take it home? I mean, that's kind of annoying for your parents as well. So I would definitely make sure that, clean things out. Make sure that you're not bringing in a lot of extra items. The next thing is storage is key. So I had like a little acrylic tabletop thing. It's actually at school in my apartment, because that's where I'm living again this next year. I'll give you an apartment tour when I get there. However, I had a little acrylic tabletop thing, and then I kept it the rest of my makeup in a train case when I was a freshman. That broke, so I don't have that anymore to show you. But this past year when I was a sophomore, I had a set of 3 plastic drawers you can get them at Target or whatever for $10, like a bigger one, and in the top drawer I just had a couple of bins and kept the rest of my makeup in there, so that way it was out of the way. It wasn't constantly cluttering up my desk and things, because especially when you live in the dorms, you have very, very limited space. So having storage for things and having a particular place to keep your makeup, especially if you don't wear makeup to class but you wear makeup out to a party on the weekend, it's probably not something you're reaching for every day. If you're not reaching for false lashes every day, what's the point of keeping them out? So it's that kind of thing, because you have to utilize your storage, because chances are you're sharing a room with someone, and, well, we're probably sharing a room with at least one someone. So with that being said, you probably don't have as much space as you're used to. So condensing things that you're not constantly reaching for is a good opportunity. The next thing is if you have a dorm with a communal bathroom, or like you're not in a suite with your own bathroom, you can't keep your stuff in there, I would definitely, and you have a lot of shower stuff, like shampoo, conditioner, deep conditioner, body scrub, face wash, body wash, all of that kind of stuff. Anything that you can kind of put in like those small little travel containers will make your shower kind of less heavy, and you don't have to worry about lugging that around and all of that crazy nonsense. So what I did was I actually bought a regular bottle of shampoo and conditioner, and then I bought like the big bulk ones, and with that I would just refill the normal size ones, so I wasn't carrying around a liter of shampoo and a liter of conditioner to the bathroom every time I went to take a shower. So next is morning and night prep. So chances are, if you're a freshman, you probably have an 8 a.m. at some point. If not, you're a very lucky soul. So do things that you can get ready for the morning at night. Like for me, I used to have hair to my butt. I chopped it when I was a freshman. I would always straighten my hair the night before, so that way I could just brush it in the morning and I didn't have to worry about doing it, because you're always going to be tired. No matter how much sleep you get, you're always going to want to sleep later. So just, if you can just break up and brush your hair instead of having to wake up, at 6:30 and shower and straighten your hair, all those kind of things. So kind of modify your routine a little bit to make your life in the morning easier. Maybe pick out your makeup the day before if you like to switch it up a lot, or think about what you want to wear the next day. Look at the weather. If you're going to be walking to class, you don't want to have to go up 6 flights of stairs to go back to your dorm to get an umbrella because it's raining and you forgot one. Those kind of things. So next is when you're purchasing things for college, buy things that kind of fold up or that you can compact down into a smaller size so that way you don't have to constantly have it out. Like here at home, I have a nice makeup mirror. It lights up. It's very, it's got 3 panels. But for school, I just have, I don't want to blind you all, but I just have this one, and it folds like so. As you can see, it's a little dirty. It also lights up. It runs on batteries, some eyeliner or something on it, but it just folds up, and it also has a magnified side on it as well. So see, it's just convenient. It folds right up. It has a little hook, so I just put a command hook on my wall and hung it up on that versus always having to bring it with or like have it sitting out. So, The next thing is if you are a glasses/contacts wearer, always have a miniature bottle of saline solution with you at school because you have the big one for in your dorm or whatever. Having a small one is nice, especially if you're spending the night at your friend's dorm or throw it in your backpack, that kind of thing. It's something that you definitely want, especially since campus you're going to be walking outside to class and things and you don't know if your contacts are going to act up. The next beauty tip I have for you guys is to buy small things of things that maybe you don't use very often. Say you paint your toenails once every while, so sometimes you need nail polish remover, get a little one. There's no need for you to have a huge bottle of nail polish remover if you use it once in a while. So next, this is more clothing related than beauty, definitely, but bring a drying rack. I know that might not be something you think of buying. If it is, you probably have it on hand, but definitely bring a drying rack with you to school. It's definitely important because lots of things shrink, the dryers and things won't always work, and if you need to go to class and you happen to have some stuff that's still wet and you thought your laundry would be done, but now you've got to go to class and you don't have anything to do with this wet laundry. You don't really want to leave your wet or damp laundry down in the laundry room drying while you're in class. Bring a drying rack, especially for things that shrink. Pay attention to that if you haven't done your own laundry before. Next is, even if you don't use makeup remover wipes, bring some to college anyway. I think they're a good thing to have around in general. Personally, I use liquid eye makeup remover and I wash my face to get the makeup off my face. However, bring makeup wipes if you go out one night or if you're just really tired, you stay up really late studying and you don't want to have to go through this huge fuss to get your makeup off. Makeup remover wipes, it's off in 2 seconds and it's a lot easier. So even if you only end up using one pack the whole semester, think about the time it'll save you, and trust me, they're definitely worth it. The next thing is to bring a waterproof mascara. If you don't typically wear waterproof mascara, I recommend it. If it's supposed to rain that day, put it on. If you're going to a party and you're going to get sweaty, put it on. If you have like a activity PE requirement for your major at your at your college, wear that because then you won't get like the smudgy under your eyes and that's just not cute. So if you're not typically a waterproof mascara wearer, I would definitely recommend bringing a regular one and a waterproof one. Next, think about things as you're packing. Is it a necessity? Do you actually need it? Do you actually use it? Especially when it comes to clothes. If you always get your nails done, you don't ever paint your nails, why would you bring a bunch of nail polish? If you have a curling iron but you always flat iron your hair, last time you curled your hair was graduation and the last time before that was Christmas, do you really need to bring curling iron? Chances are if you don't use it, someone on your floor will have one and they'll let you borrow it. So think about things like that. Is it a necessity? Do you need it? Are you going to be lost without it? And the last little tip I have for you guys is that the water where you go to school is probably going to be different than the water where you live. I'm talking like the mineral composition of the water and what that does so you can affect your skin. So I know when I'm home, my skin isn't nearly as dry as when I'm at school. I have pretty dry skin naturally, so that does affect things already. However, my skin when I'm at college, especially when I lived on campus, was a lot drier. My hair was really dry. It was awful. So I used a lot more moisturizing face masks. Like I have this one. This is an avocado and oatmeal one. I find that the ones with avocado in it work really well for moisturizing your skin, just a heads up. So maybe your skin will get more oily because if you have oily skin, your skin usually overproduces oil. So if you try to dry it out, it could produce even more. So maybe your skin will get really oily and you need some blotting sheets and a, anti-oil face primer and, moisturizer. So just keep that in mind. That's not something you can necessarily prep for if you're going to school, but just keep that in mind. If you have really dry, sensitive skin and get really rough, dry patches, keep an eye on it the first week, and it could just be you need to put on some more lotion. If you have really oily skin, it could be that you need to just blow out your face a little bit more. So the water can definitely change your skin and your hair, so keep that in mind and be diligent about it. It'll definitely hurt you if you aren't diligent, and you'll have really dry and uncomfortable feeling skin or hair. You'll be really oily and self-conscious or whatever it may be, and however it affects you. So that is just a last little tip, is that the water makeup can affect your skin, especially if you're going from one side of the country to the other, or if you're going from city water and you're going to a really rural place. Things can definitely affect that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more from me, go ahead and subscribe down below, and I will be doing more videos in my college series to kind of prep people for school that it's their first time going to college. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.